It used to be that interacting with people from different cultures was an option. It is no longer the case. No matter what you do, you will have to deal with people from all around the world. Your coworkers, your suppliers, your customers. So the big question is, are our students ready for this globalized workplace? Hi, I'm Dr. Vas Taras. I'm the Associate Professor of International Business at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, and I'm the leader of the XCulture project that is designed to help our students to prepare for the world of globalization. I teach international business, and some years ago, I found myself in this tricky situation where I would be talking to my students about different cultures and the challenges of working across the time zones and different languages and different mentalities. And the students would look at me and not quite understand what I'm saying. Teaching international business in the classroom through lectures, it's like teaching how to swim on the soccer field. You need to get in the water to learn how to swim. You need to have practical international experience to understand international business. So one day, I sent out an email through the Academy of International Business and asked my colleague professors if anyone wants to team up their students with my students, and we would give those students a homework assignment to be completed in those international teams, and thereby would kind of put our students in the situation where they have to experience things that we describe in the lectures. It worked very well. It's been 7 years since we launched the project that we now call XCulture, and it's extremely popular among business schools. Every semester, about 5,000 MBA and business students from 150 universities, 40 plus countries participate in the project. And so what we do is we take those students and we place them in global virtual teams. Each team is composed of about 7 people. Each person is from a different country. And so they work across the time zones. They use online communication tools, the internet to communicate, Skype, Dropbox, Google Docs, and they solve problems for real businesses. Our first client was Mercedes-Benz. And then ever since, we worked with dozens of companies that come to us with all kinds of challenges, all kinds of real life problems where they would like our help. And then our students would spend that semester trying to solve those problems. Now, the project originally was specifically designed for MBA students and for business students. Now we are expanding it, making it open to everybody else. So children ages 9 and up, preschoolers, high schoolers, even younger children can now participate. Likewise, professionals can now participate. So if you happen to be an adult who is not lucky enough to be at a university in an MBA program that participates in XCulture, you can still participate. And the way it works is the following. People can apply individually or as a class. So if you're a teacher who teaches a class of students or a principal at a school and you want your students to participate, you can enroll the entire class or even the entire school. And then other people in other countries will also enroll, including students, and we will place them in global virtual teams. As I said, there would be 6, 7 people per team, each one from a different country. And so first they will receive training. The children will receive training that is more like games. The older participants will get more serious corporate type of training, and they will receive training in how to communicate across cultures, how to work across the time zone differences, how to work across cultural differences, how to resolve cross-cultural conflicts, how to be an effective virtual team, leadership, how to write business proposals, training on plagiarism. So all kinds of training. There are a total of 16 training modules that the students will have to cover in about a month. Then they would have to take a theory test. We would like to make sure that everybody who comes to XCulture is properly prepared. And they will be placed, as long as they pass the test, they will be placed in those international teams. Then they will have 8 weeks when they will work on the project with peers from all around the world. We match them by age. So if your class is, for example, 13-year-olds, they will work with other 13-year-olds. If you have 17-year-olds right before the college, they will work with people of that same age. If you are a professional who seeks additional training, you will be working in teams with other professionals, and so on and so on. So you will be matched by age. And then you will spend 2 months trying to solve the problems for our corporate clients. We will have live webinars where you will be meeting with the CEOs of those companies. You will have first a presentation by the company top management about the company and the products and the history. Then you will have opportunities to ask questions, present your ideas, get feedback, basically interact with your client on a regular basis. Obviously, students will communicate with other team members all the time, and we will teach them how to use tools like Skype, like Zoom, like Dropbox, like Google Docs, Doodle, all those wonderful free tools that are so useful for collaboration across the, basically for people in global virtual teams. Then after 2 months of practical training, there will be 1 more month of reflection and research. So during that period, students will do presentations to their clients. We will have them live in some classes, but virtually to the clients if the location is different, as well as they will be asked to reflect on their experience and write up sort of like a little research paper. Again, the expectations for the younger participants obviously will be much lower. So for them, it will be much more, basically like a game, and they love it. They love it. For the older participants, it will be a serious, real international business consulting project. So we will treat them just like real consultants, and they will do exactly the work that people at real professional consulting companies do. So it will be a very, very good preview for them of what a job in international business might look like. And then after they are done, as long as they complete the project successfully, everybody will receive an XCulture Global Collaboration Certificate. And then every single student will get a personal reference letter, a recommendation letter that will describe what the students did and how well they did it. It will compare their performance to the performance of other people. They will also get a personal cultural intelligence report. So all the students will take a cultural intelligence test. And so they will receive a detailed report that will review how their cultural intelligence is and improved over the course of the project, as well as personal tips for how they can improve it further. Those things are extremely useful. So we hear like literally hundreds of emails every semester from our students who tell us that that certificate and that recommendation letter helped them get a job or get an internship or maybe get into a good graduate program or in a good university. So for the students, it would be very, very useful because all of a sudden they will have a resume and they will have something on that resume that nobody has. So they will be applying to maybe better private schools or maybe universities or maybe summer internships. They will be much, much better prepared than anyone else. Then after the project is over, the best students, the best members of the best teams will be invited to the XCulture Global Symposium. So they will be able to meet face-to-face with their team members, and they will be able to meet their clients. It is only the best students who will be allowed to attend those symposia, but if you do well, you will have that chance. You don't have to come, obviously, but usually the demand is huge for these. And so usually the symposium is about 5 days. The last one we had was in Miami. We had 150 students from 43 countries. We collaborated with Hard Rock International, American Airlines, and UPS. They were our partners. And so we had all kinds of meetings with executives and the local entrepreneurs and the community leaders, had workshops on career development, how to write a resume, how to do a job interview. We did an elevator pitch. Wonderful experience, very, very positive experience for the students, very positive feedback. Then for the very best students, they can apply and become coaches for the next generation of XCulture students. So this semester, for example, we have 35 coaches. Those are the students who participated last semester, did extremely well. We provided them with 2 months of additional training. We taught them how, for example, provide effective feedback, how resolve conflicts, how to do team counseling. And they basically serve as mentors, as coaches, as managers of those teams. This is generally reserved for very strong university students, but we will experiment with maybe even allowing younger kids become coaches after they complete the project successfully and want to share their wisdom and experience. So many opportunities for growth, and obviously the main project is when the students work in global virtual teams. But it doesn't have to stop there, and many students stay in touch with us and work in all kinds of other capacities as coaches, as global symposium attendees, as assistants. Many students also get jobs. So many of our clients are so impressed with the ideas presented by the students that they literally offer jobs to the authors of the best ideas. Obviously, that's primarily for the MBA students and university students. But I suppose if some high school students, pre-college teens, older ones, if they do a good job, maybe they will also get some internships. So great opportunities here. Now, as I said, it will be available to kids. We call it XCulture Academy. And so in addition to the university students, younger pre-college teens and older professionals will be allowed to participate. And we already ran some beta tests. The experience was very positive for the participants. So now we invite everyone to participate. There will be still a selection process. So not everyone can just enroll and participate. So as I said, there will be a training and there will be a test. But as long as you have English sufficient for communication, and as long as you're willing to study the theory and then pass the test, you will have this wonderful opportunity. For the teachers too, it will be very beneficial. They will get global educator certificates from XCulture. The best teachers will get travel stipends to attend the XCulture Symposium. And the best part, you will become a part of a network of literally about 600 university professors, and now a growing number of the school teachers who are interested in giving their students more. Usually it would be teachers perhaps who teach English or geography or business. International business obviously is the most common topic. And so you will have access to this wonderful big international network. We have regular meetings, we meet at conferences, we have webinars, we write papers together, we collect a lot of data and we write and publish papers together. So if you are into research, if you would like to grow professionally, expand your professional network, XCulture is the way to go. It is still somewhat in a beta project testing for children. So we have this wonderful opportunity to be basically among the first participants. Soon enough, it will become mainstream and it will become even more competitive. But now, if you apply, if you do everything right, we hope you will be accepted. And I hope soon enough, I will have an opportunity to welcome you to XCulture. Thank you so much. And let's make the world a better place. And let's make education more interactive, more fun. Children want to learn through doing. I mean, learning through lectures is boring and not effective. Through exercise, through experience, that's the way education should go, and that's what we offer. Hope to be able to welcome you to our family soon.